VEDA, video every day in August 2014. This is day 27. Congratulations if you've actually watched, well, maybe you shouldn't be congratulated if you watched all 26 of mine so far, this being 27. In any event, a little bit of driving around today. So I thought I'd talk about my car. I'm driving a Chevy HHR. I've been driving it for more than 7 years. Well, alright. Not 7 continuous years. Well, 7 continuous years. I just haven't been driving it continuously. Yeah, okay, I babble. So, yeah, it's got 107,000 miles on it, and I really don't have any mechanical issues. It's paid for. Oh, geez, hope it's paid for if it's over 7 years old. Don't want a 7-year-old loan, right? 2.5 years without a payment, but in the last 2.5 years, I don't think I've put maybe $1,000 into it. Well, you can't count the 300 or so that I put in for the radio. I mean, if it was a brand new car, I would be putting money in for a new radio after dumping my coffee on the dashboard, right? But yeah, it's running good. And the $1,000, you know, part of that's tires. And then I had the point where when I was trying to drive to Ann Arbor back in February, where I had to have the throttle body replaced. Yeah. Water got into the engine block. Now, I just had the oil changed 3 days before, so maybe they cracked the cap. Maybe it was a bad cap. You know, how am I going to know? But that's pretty good. I mean, so you look at it as, you know, a good 2 years plus without payments, if you take that $1,000 off. It's pretty good, but it's like, where'd the money go that I was making for the car payments? Isn't it something how we adjust our spending habits? Hopefully, I can get a few more miles out of this car. A couple more years. You know, I don't see any reason why not. This is the most miles I've put onto a car. I mean, I've had cars with 110 or 120,000 miles, but not from new. So, that's, you know, it's pretty good. So if I can get a couple more years, that'd be great. That'd be excellent. And when it comes time to, you know, pick up a car payment, well, then I'll adjust my spending habits. It's just the way we are, isn't it? I mean, I shouldn't have any issue. I don't have any real debt. Well, okay, so I got the mortgage. Bought the house back in November. But other than that, oh, and that's interesting. Credit check. Now, I got a 10-year mortgage because, hey, I don't want to be paying for a house 10 years from now, considering my age. I don't want to be paying for a house, you know, at 70 or 71. So, yeah. But the credit check. I mean, obviously, there were no issues. I was approved, but there actually was one red flag. Yeah, one red flag. Excessive amount on my credit card. Now, I pay my credit card off every month, but I put most of my purchases on it. You know, get the reward points, right? But it was considered an excessive amount. And I think that's pretty interesting. Whoa, yeah, I started talking about the car and I'm talking about finances. The car. Well, the HHR, the design team that made the PT Cruiser for Chrysler went over to Chevy and they designed this. You know, so it's the whole retro look. I mean, it's a pretty basic car. I mean, it's not the quietest ride, but it served me. It served me. And it was interesting because at first they were classifying it as a truck. It's not a truck, it's a wagon. I mean, it's not even an SUV, it's a wagon. But it's got a nice flat roof, which works great for the kayak. I don't have a roof rack on it, but I can lay the kayak up there on foam, and I don't have to worry about it. So it has served me well. The back seats flip down, and this seat here, the passenger seat, that flips down as well. So, I mean, I could put longer things in here if I wanted to. And back when I was getting some stone, when I was putting some stone next to the deck, I had, I think, probably like 20 or more bags of stone in here, 800 to 1,000 pounds in the car. No, I mean, I wouldn't want to drive a long time with like that. You know, I mean, it wouldn't be good for the suspension. But, you know, I've been happy with it. I'm going to be sad when I have to replace it. Well, okay. Anyway, yeah. This has been VEDA 2014, me looking for something to talk about. Day 27. Ciao folks, and vlog on.